Hello and welcome to the new Power Query tutorial video, and in this video I want to show you how you can use the transpose function, which is helpful to transpose the table where you may want to convert the rows to columns or column to rows. So I'll tell you one scenario as to where you can utilize this if you are, let's say, completely beginner and wondering why you may want to use it. So many times business scenarios happens and you may want to convert that. And before that, just a quick information that if you have landed very first time on my channel, then you should know about my Power Query, Power BI tutorial sheet. So this is a Google sheet where I keep all of my videos, and the link is present in the description. That way you can come here, look at my video title, search very easily any of my video title, jump to that video using the link present in the column B. Also, I'm trying to maintain the topic category. I need to still populate a lot, but I have already populated the difficulty level based on the feedback one of you have given me to basically maintain whether it is a beginner, intermediate, advanced, what type of tutorial it is. So this is to help you for your learning journey. And as you can see, I am right now after this on this row to just make sure that that's where I'm going and populating this. So all of this is present in the description, and all the dataset link and other information is present. So make sure you check it out. Okay, coming back to Power Query. All right, so here we are, and first thing first is the data set. It's a very simple pivoted data set, and I have it over here. Superstore sales, and the link of this data set is present in the description. So what I have done is, for this scenario, I have just created the custom data set out of the main data set. So where I have the main data set is this. If you see, this is a proper data set where you have column properly mentioned over here and all the sales quantity, discount, profit. So it's a superstore sales. But over here, I've just created this custom column, the custom data set, which is, if you see, it is in a pivoted structure. You have category, subcategory, product name, and the quantity that got sold in each year, right? So I'll click OK. So this is a sort of a pivot structure that, let's say, you are receiving from your data sets. So you click OK, and then what needs to happen is it needs to come over here in a couple of seconds. So this is the data set which is present. Now the columns are coming over here, so we will use first row as header. So now the header is there. In the transform, right, you have the option of transpose. Now before even clicking the transpose, which is the most easiest thing, I can simply click and it will transpose the data. So what it will do is, I'll click here, and this is what it is happening. But what is the use of this, right? I mean, ideally we should know why this function is required. So if I come back and undo this, so what do we have is, if you see, furniture, bookcase, product name, sales 2017, 18, 19 and 20, right? In many scenario, you may want to have the basically column for each of the, let's say, product name. In this case, if you see, your product names are different. So what I'll do is, I will just remove this, right click, remove this, right click, remove this. And for each product, I have the sales, right? This is my final data set, and I want each product name as a column, for my analysis. If, let's say, this is what my analysis requirement is. So to get each one into the column is a Herculean task. You have to write some code, and let's say you are trying to do in VBA or in Excel, or a couple of steps to do the transformation. But here, if you simply do the transpose, so now the name of the product is coming in the row number 1. So I can use first row as headers. So now it becomes a column, right? And what it basically then tells me that over here, what are the products, product name that has got sold in last 4 years. So scenario like these are very easily covered with the help of dataset. The only loss of information, if you have observed, is the number of years, right? So what it basically gives is, the information in 4 rows, but because it is simply a transform or the transpose function, it only gives you that output. And another thing you may want to do is, if let's say this is the structure that you are getting and you want to get these columns as rows, then the first thing you may need to do is, first you need to use headers as first row. So these headers are coming as rows, and then simply say transpose. So you basically get all of your rows over here and get the desired output over here. So that's mainly I wanted to show you both of these things, how you can easily do with the help of a couple of functions that are present over here and get the desired output. With that, thank you so much, and I'll meet you in the new video with a new topic.